Richard Glossop, death row inmate in Oklahoma, is denied clemency. Oklahoma's state parole board voted Wednesday not to recommend clemency for death row inmate Richard Glossop, even though the state attorney general said he doesn't think the condemned man received a fair trial. The Pardon and Parole Board deadlocked 2-2, meaning it won't recommend that Republican Governor Kevin Stitt grant clemency to Glossop, who is scheduled to die by lethal injection on May 18. One board member rescued himself because his spouse is a prosecutor who has previous involvement in Glossop's case, leading Glossop's attorney to object to the move in his opening remarks Wednesday. There is no way to appeal the board's decision, and Stitt would have needed the board's recommendation in order to grant clemency. Glossop attorneys still have a pending petition before the Supreme Court seeking to halt his execution. The vote came despite the state's new Republican Attorney General Genta Drummond taking the unusual step of arguing on behalf of granting clemency. His office typically asks the board to allow executions to proceed. Drummond said that although he doesn't believe Glossop is innocent, he thinks he didn't receive a fair trial and deserves a new one. After hearing, Drummond issued a statement expressing his disappointment. Public confidence in the death penalty requires that these cases receive the highest standard reliability, he said. While the state has not questioned the integrity of previous death penalty cases, the Glossop conviction is very different. I believe it would be a grave injustice to execute an individual whose trial convictions was beset by a litany of errors. The case has drawn celebrity interest. Before the hearing, reality TV star Kim Kardashian urged her millions of social media followers to contact the parole board and Stitt in a bid to stop the execution. 2 years ago, she threw her support behind another Oklahoma death row inmate, Julius Jones, whom Stitt spared hours before his scheduled execution. Glossop, 60, has long maintained his innocence in the 1997 killing of his former boss, motel owner Barry Van Treese. Glossop, who was convicted of paying an accomplice Justin Sneed to kill Van Treese, told the board Wednesday via video from death row that he knew of no plan to harm Van Treese and that he feels terrible about what Van Treese's family has endured. I would never have thought about paying anybody to commit a crime. I absolutely did not cause Justin Sneed to commit any crime against Mr. Van Treese, let alone to murder him, a tearful Glossop said. I'm not a murderer and I don't deserve to die for this, he said. Van Treese's widow and son, Donna and Derek Van Treese, asked the board to deny clemency. The fact is he was brutally murdered, a visibly emotional Donna Van Treese said. Our desire and our hope today is justice will be served for our beloved Barry. Derek Van Treese said he has felt angry and frustrated by years of delays in the case and publicity has come to surround it. That's all I have to say here.